Hi, this is the Court Watcher.
And this is Brian about all the medications that I have to take for my Parkinson's and my epilepsy, and about all the pharmaceutical companies that are extorting money from the taxpayers just to maintain my health. And it's just perfectly outrageous in my point of view, and in relation to the Phoenix tiers that could solve the taxpayers' monetary problems and my problems too.
If we were making our own Phoenix tiers, it would only cost us about $300 a month, and that's the added anything we needed for him. Right now, Brian's medications, there's 4 receipts here. They total $5,079.54 $5,000 and 74. You know, that's a lot of freaking money every time he has to redo his drugs. The difference between a drug and a medicine is that the pharmacy cannot, or pharmaceutical companies, big pharma is what they're called normally, they can't patent medication if it's natural. They will not release the cure for cancer. They will not release the cure for epilepsy. They will not release the maintenance that's required to keep people who were wonderful artists in their own right. As a welder, he was a wonderful artist. If he had the Phoenix tears, he might be able to play the guitar again, be able to dress himself, be able to eat with something besides a spoon. But right now, he's being forced to take lorazepam, lamictal, Azilect, Requip, Topamax, and lamictal, and lorazepam. I know I repeated one of those once, but and if he was taking L-dopa beans, they're grown from a velvet bean, and from what we've read about it and talked to people who grow the velvet beans, well, number one, nobody's going to steal them because they're better known as itching powder. You can buy velvet bean casings at your local funny shop, joke store, as itching powder. But for Brian, it acts in the place of his dopamine that is no longer functioning in his body. So they're
Yeah.
extremely easy to grow.
Basically, the A2A region of the brain is responsible for the production of dopamine, and when that gets damaged, Parkinson's like symptoms uh, start to come about, and that's responsible for the nerve signals in the body to travel smoothly from the brain to the rest of the body. And Phoenix tears arrests all Parkinson's like symptoms. And I've had the Phoenix tears before, and it's wonderful. It has worked. And I saw it in a video, and I said, excuse my French, I said, son of a bitch, when I saw it on a video.
That's correct. And Brian takes the velvet bean powder, and it works like a charm. He can keep up with me walking to the store. He's able to feed himself. He's able to get his own clothes on. And it's just a freaking miracle. And the side effects for these drugs are weight loss. Well, the side effects for Phoenix tears are I'm a good cook. I usually have people complaining at me, but PJ, you're making me too fat. Well, that used to be the complaint with Brian.
Yeah, it's like now, it's like with these pharmaceutical, medications,
Drugs.
drugs, exactly. With these pharmaceutical, drugs, loss of appetite, ED, um, it's just, it's horrible. And some of them, black box, which I got rid of, were giving me some horrible nightmares, which I'm not even going to go there. And these Phoenix tears, I got some, and they stopped me shaking, they stopped my pain. I was sharper, and I didn't get high or anything like they purport in some videos, and I didn't even have to, do any, steadying myself on chairs or anything. Didn't even need a cane. It was like, manna from heaven, basically, and all it was from a plant.
Yeah, and let me remind you, marijuana is actually a form of low grade tobacco. None of us have any low grade Mexican tobacco. We only have cannabis. And although our government is telling us that they have a war on drugs, they are not allowed to commit war upon us people. And if they have combined to violate our rights under 1983 with a private person like, say, DuPont and Hearst Paper so that they can get more money, well, isn't that antitrust and a violation of the people's trust in our government?
I mean, I'm a reverend, and I teach the Constitution and the Bill of Rights specifically. And here I'm having to go back to the garden just to be healed. And, I see no problem and no wrong with, you know, going back to heal yourself with what God put on God's green earth. And if it heals you, it can't be bad. All these druggists, all these drugstores, and all these pharmacies making money off of people's ills is not a good thing, especially when one plant can solve all the people's ills, cure cancer, and, have it go away and not have to come back for more.
And our medical marijuana licenses should say cannabis. They do not have our names on them because it is a violation of California Constitution, Bill of Rights 1.1. It violates our right to privacy. The license is supposed to be voluntary, but they made us pay $125 for a voluntary license without our name on it, with a silly little number on it, to prove that we had the right to have actual medicine for Brian instead of stuff that is killing him.
And that's the difference between a drug and a medicine. A medicine, hence the word medicinal, cures. A drug masks and has you coming back for more to mask it. It doesn't do anything else. It just masks. It doesn't cure because it's not a medicine. It's a drug. And that's the difference. And that's why they're making money off of all of us.
And L-Dopa makes him happy in the morning, whereas his other medications that or drugs he is given, the side effects include ED. The side effects include weight loss. And the side effects of the Phoenix tears are he's hungry. And he's happy to see us. And he's happy. These other drugs make Brian hard to live with.
Yeah, and take the spring straight out of my step. I mean, with the Phoenix tears, it puts the spring back in my step, puts the stride back in my pride, and I'm hungry again. And the shakes are gone from my Parkinson's, and my pain is gone from the strain that I'm constantly in because of the Parkinson's shaking going on, and that's called dystonia. And that's quite painful, I'll tell you, because it really takes a lot of stamina out of you. So it's no fun there, I'll tell you. And so it's been a ride. It's been a rough one. And that's why we're making this video, to let y'all know, hey, it's not just a fallacy, it's not just a charade, it's real, and it works.